What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. This video today is going to be on that quick shifter. I'm going to split it up into a few parts. The first part is just going to be a super generic explanation of what a quick shifter does. The second part will be how to install it. The third part will come down to what the details are behind what it does. And the last part will be me actually plugging my computer in and showing you all the settings that I'm going through, essentially tweaking. So the first thing you need to know is that this itself is the quick shifter. Let's see if it'll focus in. Come on. There we go. So this little black ring up here is hiding a sensor. And all that happens is as soon as you push this up, it sends a signal to a power commander, which mine is back here, which then cuts the fuel. The reason why that's important is because on bikes like this, my bike personally has a slipper clutch. So essentially what happens is you get a fuel cut, and then it slides right into the gear, and we'll go into a little more detail about that later. But all you need to know is that sends a signal, and it lets you shift without using the clutch at all. The other thing we'll go into is actually installing it. Now this is one of the easiest things you can install, but before you install it, you do need a power commander. I'll go ahead and pull mine out here. Put you guys down. I'm gonna take my seat off real quick. So what I have is just a power commander 5. And you'll see that in this 5, you see that green and blue wire? So that green and blue wire runs from there down through the bike and essentially is right here. What I did, I had the power commander running for the fuel injectors through here. So this literally just loops right with the power commander and shoots up. All it is 2 wires. That's why this is one of the simplest things to put in. It's just 2 wires. That's literally it. The only other complications you can have is this piece right here. The camera's not focusing very well at all. This is your actual shift rod. Now if you look, I'll grab mine. It's pretty dinged up here. But this is my stock shift rod. And what it is replaces that rod. I got mine to be the exact length and I had it set to the same settings, just out of preference. But what I had to do for this specific bike, this is, I think, over 200 millimeters. And Dynojet, this is their shift rod A, which is our largest shift rod. And I personally, for this bike, I bought the A, but it's still too short. So what I had to do, I just went down to Ace and I got this little coupler. And I took a screw, cut the head off, and essentially bridged this coupler and this shift linkage together, and then put a nut in there so neither one can move. I've put about maybe 200 miles on it. I haven't had any issues. It seems to be holding up just fine. If I do have issues, I'll definitely be the first to update you guys. It's not necessarily the safest way because it's joining 2 pieces, but I personally haven't had any safety issues with it. But now that we've basically explained, all you do is you unscrew this rod and then just replace it directly with there. Then run those 2 wires up to the power commander itself. And to give you a little more detail, so what really ends up happening is as soon as you hit that sensor, it sends a signal to the power commander. Now, if you don't know what a power commander is, I'm going to give you just a real quick lesson because a lot of people probably do know what it is. This controls your fuel injectors. This bike has 4 of them. So what it does is it goes into those fuel injectors and it essentially leans it or adds fuel and it adjusts based on the tune. So what that does is it sends a signal to this power commander which will cut the fuel. And when you cut the fuel, that allows you to shift the gears without needing the clutch. Now technically speaking, you do not need a quick shifter to do that. If you're going full throttle and you let off throttle, you can flip gears if you know what you're doing. You don't need a quick shifter at all. This just takes all of the middleman out and you can full throttle and just bang between gears. Now, what I'll do, I'll put you guys down for a second. I'm gonna grab my laptop and I'm gonna actually plug my power commander in so you guys can see how this all really works. All right guys, we're back. The Mustang got here, so I had to move the bike around a little too. But this is basically all you're gonna be looking at. So, key ignition, turns the power commander on, you get a little green light right there, and it'll pull up essentially, if I had the bike running, you'd see my RPM throttle. I don't have AFRs because I don't have a O2 sensor, but it'll update all that information in for me. And then you can look at this. Let's see, manually focus it to see if I can get it to work. So that's just RPMs right there. So this is the fuel based on RPM is how I'm running my map. This is just the generic, not necessarily generic, but that's a Yoshimura R55 exhaust. And this is the tune for this bike for that exhaust. So it's just a base map tune. I personally haven't done any tweaking or messing with it, but that's just what I'm running on the bike as of now. For the quick shifter itself, in order to enable this, you just simply go in here. There's a tab up here. I'll see if I can manually focus the camera. Come on. You can kind of see it there. All right, so that tab that says Power Commander Tools, you'll go to that tab, click on it, and then you hit Configure. And you just simply go to Feature, Enables, and Input Selections, and then bingo. Right here, you'll get the option for Quick Shifter, and then from within that, you have to simply check this little green box, or this box, and that enables a quick shifter. And then if you go to configure it, what this does is this goes based off of first to second gear shift, second to third, so on and so forth, and you can set the milliseconds within it. Right now, I just have it set at 50. If I'm being honest, it works great for low RPM shifts, but anything after about 8,000 is real iffy. So I think I might go in there and start playing with that a little more. But that's basically all you need to do. If you just have it generically set, I think it defaults to 60. And that's once again, that's the kill time, like I said, for the ignition in milliseconds. So you go in there, like I said, you just hit that Power Commander option, go in here, and then you can configure it and set it all up. But that's kind of all you really need to know as far as this goes. It's a pretty simple setup. It doesn't take much time. It doesn't really take a lot of skill to do it, if I'm being honest. It's a very simple thing, but you do need a Power Commander to start. Now you can run a Power Commander 3 with the quick shifter as well. I did actually, that one that I have on there, if I can find it in here somewhere. I originally thought I bought the Power Commander 5 quick shifter, but I bought it for the 3. The only difference is literally, if you buy it for the 5, it comes with tinned wires. If you buy it for the 3, it comes with the connector. I just cut the connector off and tinned the wires myself and inserted it. So if you have a Power Commander 3 or 5, you can install the quick shifter on it, and it really is a simple thing. If you guys want any other videos like this or any other kind of explanations on what I've done to the bike or what you guys want to know that I can potentially help you with, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe.